The reason why we built FAPSCO is to unite the Filipino online professionals industry, to also promote collaboration with each other, and of course we wanted to help produce skilled online professionals, specialists, and of course leaders.
We've created FAPSCO with a vision to become an organization that supports all Filipino online professionals to be successful in their online careers and businesses, regardless of their affiliations.
I joined FAPSCO because as an online professional who's working at the comfort of my home, I needed other individual can share with me on this freelancing journey.
The reason why we have built the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative is to help the ICT graduates, aspirant freelancers, and this is also to help them develop, explore, and acquire new skills when it comes to online professional industry.
Ang paglambo o kalampusan sa usa ka organisasyon nagadepende sa kalidad sa mga miyembro o mga lideres niini. Ang FAPSCO dili lang adunay maanindot kayo nga advokasya o misyon na matabangan kitang tanang mga online professionals na magkahiusa, mulambo o mutubo kita sa atong pagpanarbaho o pagnegosyo online.
FAPSCO for me is a digital opportunity for me to develop and share my skills.
I joined FAPSCO as one of the founding members because I knew FAPSCO is going to be backed by other veteran online professionals and freelancers, thereby having an experienced, solid, and passionate founding members that we have today.
I joined FAPSCO because the vision of the co-op aligns with my personal vision to provide much-needed support to online professionals nationwide.
I joined FAPSCO because the people that I've met have the same values, mission, and vision as mine, and that is to provide assistance, pre-training, and coaching to those who wants to jumpstart their career as a freelancer.
I joined the FAPSCO community because it promotes collaboration instead of competition.
I joined FAPSCO because this is a group with a helping hand.
I wanted to be part of an organization that would be a pioneer group of individuals who will be working to promote online freelance.
It's a great privilege to be part of the first national-based cooperative for online professionals. With a pool of seasoned freelancers, business owners, digital jobs, PH trainers, and trainees in our community, I get to connect with them and grow my network.
So joining an organization like FAPSCO helps me develop leadership and digital skills within an environment of my peers.
My FAPSCO family is a community that helps you nurture your skills and help you gain the knowledge and the skills that you need.
One of the reasons why I joined FAPSCO, it is important for us to have a network of people that could help us in terms of just simple advice.
So the reason why I joined FAPSCO is because it was founded by people who I trusted, people who were already established in the industry, and they thought that it was such a great opportunity to be able to work with them.
I joined FAPSCO because it's the first national-based cooperative for online-based professionals.
So I joined FAPSCO because I love the values, its mission and vision to help more Filipinos.
Why I joined FAPSCO? It is all because the values, the mission of FAPSCO really aligned to my values also.
I joined the Filipino Online Professionals Cooperative because I wanted our individual reputations to have a collective reputation for excellence.
Well, the reason why I joined FAPSCO is to have a community where I can grow as an online professional.
The reason why I joined FAPSCO is to give back to the community and be able to help each other.
I joined FAPSCO because I want to share my skills and my talent with all online professionals.
The reason why I joined FAPSCO is that I don't want to miss the opportunity to join the first cooperative that is created specifically for online freelancers.
I joined FAPSCO because I can see that it will help me improve and develop my skills and my personality.
I joined FAPSCO because I am very inspired with their achievements and advocacy in promoting and helping Filipino freelancers.
Being a member of FAPSCO
surely brings a lot of wonderful memories on how I started out with my career.
I joined FAPSCO because I want to be a part of this online professional community where I can gain more knowledge, skills, and support from the group.
I joined FAPSCO because harmonious FAPSCO family relationship and understanding between business associates that bring me a peace of mind.
Why choose FAPSCO? They offer opportunities and trainings for freelancers.
First national-based cooperative for online professionals, which is FAPSCO, a community of expert freelancers in the Philippines, which gave me the opportunity to further hone my skills in social media.
I joined FAPSCO because I believe in the mission, vision, goals, and objectives of the organization to further enhance and develop the industry of online professions and virtual work in the Philippines.
I joined FAPSCO because I saw the potential growth is not just reaching one's goals and being successful, but there is camaraderie.
So I'm here with FAPSCO, and it is my way of paying it forward to the guidance that I also received when I was a startup.
Joining FAPSCO, I finally found my home, a family, a community of like-minded individuals who share the same passion, vision, and pains.
I joined FAPSCO because I want to empower my fellow freelancers to be the best that they can be.
It's a big yes! A pleasant evening to each and everyone. Welcome to another edition of FAPSCO Academy. Yes, and we are really growing together. Welcome, welcome once again. This webinar series is, of course, brought to us by FAPSCO Media and FAPSCO, the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative. Okay. And of course, this training is for our FAPSCO members, DICT graduates, and aspirant freelancers who want to develop, upskill, and explore more about the freelancing online professional industry. By the way, my name is Avic Flores, and I am going to be one of your moderator for tonight. By the way, let me just remind those who are inside our Zoom, our house rules: mute unnecessary noise that can interfere our webinar. And of course, we are seeking for your active participation. So mga Facebook Live viewers natin, kamusta kayo dyan? Okay, kung may question kayo mamaya para sa ating topic, type nyo lang dyan sa ating comment section. Okay? Wrapping up, I guess everything is set up now. Tatawagin ko muna yung aking makakasama ngayong gabi. Hello, Miss Celeste. Magandang gabi. I miss you.
parang ano no? Parang ilang century di tayo nagkita tsaka nagkausap. Hello, Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and whole world as well. Maganda kayong lahat kaysa sa Kobe, kahit maulan dito sa amin. And welcome to another webinar sa FAPSCO Academy. And I can't wait sa resource speaker natin tonight, Miss Avic. Inaabangan ng lahat.
Excited ako dyan.
And without further ado, Miss Avic, kasi ang daming, sige na, start ka na. Okay, so our resource speaker for tonight has a flourishing career now sa online freelancing industry, Miss Avic. And she had finished her degree, Bachelor of Arts in English as cum laude at Mindanao State Iligan Institute of Technology. She finished her master's degree in teaching English at Father Saturnino Orias University. At sabi niya kanina, nag-title hearing na sila. So good luck to her. Currently, she's a program head of the AB English language and instructor at the same time at St. Michael College of Caraga. She has also been teaching ESL online. So after nito, kakarera niya na naman. So, and then she's also into writing content for blogs and social media posts, as well as writing copies for e-commerce platforms. So, ladies and gents, mga online freelancers namin dyan. Yung choice of words nyo ba and organization of thoughts ay medyo pahirapan ba? And di ba considered natin are vital in creating good copies that sell, especially sa digital industry. Let us all join and welcome our resource speaker for tonight, none other than the beautiful Miss Chermaine Bedayo. Hello, Miss Yummy.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, and I'm happy to be back here in Foxcott to share another knowledge to everyone. I so miss you, Miss Avic and Miss Celeste, and thank you so much again for inviting me here to share to everyone something valuable and something that would make them understand better with regards to copywriting.
But before anything else, Miss Chami, ano bang ganap mo sa life mo now? Care to share some of that with us?
I was super busy. Nasabi ko kanina sa outline actually to all. I just came from school and yeah, we had some activities there and kakabalik ko lang sa bahay. So I'm kind of busy and later yun, magra-write na naman ako and also teach at the same time. Yeah, busy sa life.
Pero ang ganda pa rin, voice na voice. Ganda pa rin, di ba, Miss Abic? How to be
nakapaganda.
Yes, hindi pa siya nakapaganda. Nalagay na yan, ha? Paano na tayo niyan, si Liz? Di ba? By the way, Miss Chami. Chami, tama nga ba? Miss Chams.
Yeah.
Batiin muna natin yung ating mga Facebook Live viewers. Meron tayong 15,000 viewers. Hello, everybody! Let's say good evening to our Facebook Live viewers. Nandito si Prince, Nure, Sendico, Buenavente, watching from Caloocan City. Another one is Christy May Hamero Kuya. Tama ba yung pagka-pronounce ko sa pangalan niya? Hello, Ate Sel! Mukhang follow.
Classmate ko yan. Estudyante mo yan, Miss Chami.
And of course, kay Macritz. Hello, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Hello, Christy. Nice to have you with us tonight and hoping makakainganyo ka ng mga friendships mo dyan. And later, meron pang sasali later. Medyo nagkakaproblema lang sa internet connection nila. Okay, so Miss Chami, are you ready na ba to present your, to share what you have for us tonight? Trust.
Yes. Okay, I'll be sharing my screen now.
Okay,
I'm
go
so
ahead.
excited. Oh, naka-disable. Okay, for a moment. Anyways, yeah, I'm so happy to be with everyone right now, and I'll be sharing to you a glimpse of copywriting because there are too many topics really when we say copywriting and dami-daming topics kasi. So I just chose the basic ones for you to have an idea na yung mga binabasa nyo sa website, binabasa nyo sa e-platforms, sa online stores, or binabasa nyo sa social media, hindi lang yun basta ipopost lang. It's something that has been planned out and to have that journey with you and to convince you, of course. So hindi yun siya mere writing lang. So it has more on planning bago writing. So yeah, this is the beginner's guide to copywriting. So since we've been talking about copywriting, yung first question natin is, what is copy? Okay. Hindi yun yung copy na nagka-copy ka sa classmates mo doing my exam, okay? So with regards to online platforms, say copy, it's a text contained within a publication or composition in contrast to any graphic, okay, or pictorial elements of a publication, article, or other types of composition. It consists of text only. So in general, of course, it is text, okay, plain text. But this text will support the graphics, the images that you have in your post. So when many people think of copy, we have advertising, marketing copy that we come across into our mind. So this includes any type of writing intended to convince readers to take action, just like when we purchase a product or providing their email address. Diba, when we have our lead generation, we also have good copies for them to convince to give their emails with you. And when we say when we go to online platform like Amazon, for example, hindi lang naman yun basta nilagay lang yung product with all the description, may copies din yun. So, copy can also take other forms. So, we have what we call digital copy. Sabi na, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, these are the texts and websites that you can see in applications, in articles, blogs, ebooks, advertisements. Yun, basta digital world, tawag natin siya digital copy. Like social media, you have emails, and etc. And on the other hand, you have those traditional ones, which we call the print media or the print copy. So just like in the newspapers, magazines, catalogs, books, posters, and many others. So copy could also include like speeches. It can also include reports, business plans, proposals. Copy pa rin yun. We have kasi long form and short form copies. So in the e-platform, kadalasan ginagamit is short copies siya. Okay, but of course when we do into blogging and stuff like that, so we use the long format. So typically copywriters specialize in one particular genre or type of copy. Hindi naman lahat talaga alam na super alam mo. Kumbaga you have that specific type of copy na dun ka talaga nag-excel, dun ka talaga nagsisell, and dun ka i-hire kasi magaling ka dun and they need your services. So some writers specialize in long form, may iba naman short form, like news stories. They also have like promotional copy, magagaling sila doon. Or others may also concentrate on writing novels, or they're good in technical documents. Ang galing na gumawa ng proposal, galing na gumawa ng report, kasi they're also hiring for that. So companies may hire freelancers or hire to work in-house, okay, to write their copy. So typically, writers produce sales and marketing-related content. Those who compose editorial content or such as news articles, okay, so they are called writers. So yun in general, na text talaga, okay, when we say copy. Hindi siya mahirap, okay? Hindi siya mahirap as long as you love to learn. Yun na yung tanong. Okay, are you willing to learn it? Yan. Kasi it really takes time also to master copywriting. Gaya ng sabi ni Eugene Schwartz, copy is not written. Copy is assembled. Like, how come na hindi siya written? It text naman siya, okay? And bakit hindi written? But why this a symbol? Actually, it's more than that, okay? Kumbaga, yeah, we all know that we write when we do copywriting. It's just that when we say copywriting, we don't just sit down and write whatever we want to write on a blank page, okay? Kumbaga, you take sales copy building blocks first and write them individually according to structures that have been proven effective now for each block. Just like in this percentage, you have the idea here. In copywriting, 75% is planning talaga. 25% is actual writing. You need to search what are the effective formula for use for having these copies to make it effective to your audience. Dami mo pang isi-search. It's all about researching. Research, then write a copy. Yung ginagawa ko nga pagdating sa, let's say for example in the e-platform, yung mga sinusulat ko for a certain website or e-commerce website, hindi lang yun basta description ng product. So I need to search about more than the product itself. I search about the ratings, ano yung problema ng mga tao with regards to the product, and how could I make value to those problems para makukuha ko yung attention nila. So, dami mong babasahin before you're going to write. So, that's about copywriting. So, meaning, when sabi ko kanina that it takes a copywriting building block, you need to require these building blocks of copywriting first. Tapos, you need to write based on a proven structure. Himay-mayin natin yan later on. And you put these components together to create a final sales copy. Doon mo pa lang masasabi na natapos mo na yung copyright mo. Okay, so it's all about researching and writing. So, how disassemble ito yung sinabi ko kanina? So, first, know the building blocks of copywriting, and then you write based on a proven structure, and then put these components together and you can create a final sales copy. And hindi pa yun basta-basta kasi ilalagay mo pa yan, iti-test mo pa, di ba? Especially for example, you are doing Facebook ads, iti-test mo pa yun, effective ba yung writing mo? And what are the things na nagiging effective sa iba. You need to also check your competition, no? Kung ano yung ginagawa nila and how they do with their copies, whether it's effective. Pwede mo kunan ng idea and have your own twist of it, gano'n. Pwede mo yung gawin with your copies. And with regards to that, okay, these are the common building blocks of copywriting. You have headlines. Okay. Of course, when you say headlines, yun talaga nagpapop, yung nauuna talaga. Sabi nga nila, you need to do well in the headline. Kasi, let's say, only 2%, out of 5, for example, only 2 people will continue reading. Okay. Yung iba hanggang headline lang. Ay, di naman ako nakakarinig dyan. Next. Okay. So, wala na, di ba? Wala na yung effort mo sa pagsusulat ng body ng copy mo if yung headline was hindi siya hook to your audience. So yun talaga. Later, I'll give you some tips on how to write effective headlines. Of course, sub-headlines, yun yung nasa baba ng headline. Okay? It gives more details. Okay? It gives more details to your headline. And when we say call out naman, this is the section of the text which is highlighted or it has a large font, okay? Or it's enclosed in a box. So yun yung mga call outs. Stories naman, of course, these are like the stories of people who have successfully, like for example, you are selling a course. So those people, success stories of people who have enrolled in your course and how did this course become make them a better version of themselves, mga ganong eme. Okay, so you have your stories. And we also have your value proposition. So, bakit importante ditong value proposition? Kasi this is the value that you promise to deliver to your customers' purchase. When they buy this product, ano ba yung value na makukuha nila? For example, beauty product, it will remove your blemishes. Yun yung value proposition mo, di ba? Nawawala yung mga blemishes mo sa mukha. And dapat, may bigay mo yun sa client mo para they will go back and they can even endorse. Your clients can be your endorsers as well. So, it ultimately makes your product attractive to your ideal customers. Okay, and bullets naman, usually nakikita tong bullets like on email marketing, yan, yung magsusulat ka ng copies. So bullets are simply short, bite-sized pieces of copy that focus the reader's attention on key features and benefits. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng tao mahilig magbasa. And in the business world, time is gold, okay? So the shorter you can write, as long as everything is in there, the more effective it is. Kasi wala namang tao na bumibili ng product na magbabasa ng bonggang-bongga, no? Maybe there are, but only very few. And we want numbers when it comes to business, di ba? So, they break up. So, bullets kasi, they break up those dense chunks of copy. So, it's easier to read and digest. Kasi kailangan natin maintindihan agad ng mga consumers kung ano pala yung binibenta mo. Hindi naman sila nagbabasa to know your story. Nagbabasa sila kasi ano yung makukuha nila when they get your product. Okay, so yun, credentials, of course, how credible, what's your credibility with regards to this field? There are some quick demos, you can have testimonials, guarantees, offers, yung mga pa-discount, later we can talk about that. And of course, call to action. Alam natin yung CTA, di ba? Kasi in every, naman kahit ka sa social media, if you want more followers, you want leads, you need to put CTAs. Alam natin yan lahat, especially those ng mga nag-freelancer na. So, next. So, let's dig in, okay, with headline. So, focus tayo sa headline. So, with headline, if you can see here, this is a sample site from Avocode. Sample lang to, no? So, as what I've said kanina, a headline is the most important part of every piece of content. Your headline is a vital part of getting your audience to read the rest of your page, like the rest of your email, the pop-up, or the article. So sabi ko kanina, only 2 out of 10 lang talaga yung nagbabasa the rest of the copy. So meaning, 80% of headlines should be strong enough. Okay? I mean, 80%. Or let's say 100%. Okay? Why not, di ba? That it has to be strong enough to engage your readers. So, one tip for this is keep your headline short. 6 to 7 words will do. It has to be straightforward. Kailangan niya straightforward. Like, for example, AvoCode. Ano ba yung AvoCode? Prutas lang ba yan? No. It preview and inspect PSD. Ayun, alam na natin kung ano pala yung AvoCode. And only 4 words, alam na natin. And it has a subheader that also give more information about AvoCode. It's short, but still it's clear and concise. In writing copies, it has to be clear. And next one, okay, here's another example from Pinterest, okay? So, for example, hindi mo alam kung ano yung Pinterest. Alam ko, alam nyo na lahat ano yung Pinterest. But for example, I'm a new user. Hindi ko alam ano yung Pinterest. But when I read, they use Pinterest to plan a dream trip. Uy, parang magta-travel ako. Ano pala meron sa Pinterest? Bakit I can plan my dream trip? Tapos may nilagay pa sila dyan na 45 seconds to sign up. It won't take much of my time. And with that 45 seconds, I can get 25 plus billion pins to explore. So it's worth my 45 seconds. So see, kahit ganun lang ng mga words na yun, pinipili yun siya just to make you engage with them. Okay? So ganun ka-powerful yung copywriting. So some tips in writing headlines. Okay, wait. So, sabi ko kanina, keep it short. Number 2, you need to be accurate, okay, and make it clear. Make it super clear if possible, all right? So clear headlines always set the right expectations. Your readers will know exactly what they'll get from your offer. Right away, alam na alam nila. For example, how to lose weight. Ang daming paraan, di ba? Paano ba yun? Should I fast? Should I go for a gym, etc.? Ang daming paraan. But when I say fitness hacks to help you lose weight, it's all about fitness. So nagiging clear siya. Kaya nga sabi ko, be accurate, make it super clear if possible. Okay. And with that, it builds trust to help create a seamless user experience. Kasi alam nila kung ano yung makukuha nila. And how can you make your headline super clear? Yan na yung tanong. Paano ba magiging super clear yung headline? Okay. So, be specific, gaya ng sabi ko, just like sa example kanina. Don't mislead, okay, with clickbait. Kasi I don't know if you have experience, yung pag-click nyo, hindi pala yun. Marami yan, maraming mga clickbaits na nakikita nyo. Even in Facebook, marami yan, di ba? Na you thought it's the thing, but hindi pala. It's only having more traffic, etc. So, after nun, hindi na mag-click ever yung tao na yun. Okay? So, because your headlines are inaccurate and it doesn't fully reflect your offer or what's the content of your website. So, you optimize also your headlines with specific numbers and percentages, okay? So it can also these are actually click-through rate boosters in themselves. And third is, of course, you need to make it powerful. When you say making it powerful, do not use jargons na hindi naman naiintindihan ng mga common na tao. Kasi sometimes when we know things, akala natin alam din ng iba, pero hindi. Okay? So make it as easy as possible to digest for other people. So when you say ditch the jargon, so you showcase and you highlight your value proposition. Ano ba yung makukuha nila sa product mo? What's the main value that your visitors will take away from using your product or services? Or you talk about those things instead of just putting product features. Yung ako, pag nagsusulat ako ng copy, especially sales copy, I don't talk much about the features of the product. For example, it contains vitamin A, C, E to nourish your skin. Why not you will tell that this will make your skin glow like you will forget your age. Ay, parang ganon, parang ageless beauty. So meaning, gaganda ako, mukha akong bata pala pag gagamit ako ng product. Kasi nila ng mga AHA at kung ano-ano pa. But I know there are some people who are very particular with that. But most consumers, they are after of what they get. They're not looking into or memorizing whatever ingredients you have. Ganon. And another thing, using powerful words to trigger a psychological or emotional response. So these words tap into our most human desires, like it's so easy, it will make you a star of the party if you use this outfit, mga ganon. Kumbaga, yun yung mga powerful, at saka especially in Philippines, yung word na free. Di ba? Ay, free free webinar. Ay, free ay, may tester sa mall. Di ba kahit yung mga free taste sa mall? Kasi free nga eh. Okay, so that is even powerful. You can get your free ebook once you just click this one and put your email. Tapos, di ba? Because it's free. Or let's say, these are easy steps for you to have a glowing skin. Ay, ayan, kaya ko yan kasi easy lang. So these are very powerful and compelling words for everyone. And number 4, create urgency. Ito, alam ko nakikita niyo to. Like, get this one. Get 10% discount now. This is only good for today. Or if offer expires tomorrow, this is your last chance to grab this 10% discount. Ay, nagmamadali ka na kasi discount eh. Di ba? But that is another way also in copywriting to create the urgency for you to buy now and don't think things over anymore, because you will save a lot of money and time and effort. Okay, mga ganong eme. So that's create urgency. And of course, make it unique. Kasi pag pabalik-balik na nakita mo dun sa kabilang ganun yung ginamit nila, ganun din gagamitin mo, like word for word, verbatim, wala nang effect. Okay? So, you can have your own jargon, have a twist. Kaya nga sabi ko, check your competitors, but have your own twists. Alright? So, these are some tips in writing headlines. Okay. And there are different headline ideas here that I can share to you. First, these are promotional headline ideas. Like you say, check out now and receive 10% off. Ayan. Pwede niyang gamitin sa mga nanonood ngayon. You can actually do screenshot and you can make use of this in your social media posts, especially if you are doing advertising. Kasi di ba kadalasan, if there's an e-commerce platform, may gagawa ng ads, may gagawa ng copies, may may titingin dun sa back end ng or sa front end ng website, gano'n. So you can use these promotional headline ideas. Like get, let's say, $10 gift card, or take 10% off on your first order. Ay, mag-order ako dito kasi may off, di ba? So these are promotional headline, and it is really eye-catching to your audience, to the consumer, kasi they can save money. Okay? There's also what we call urgency headline. Di ba sabi ko kanina, create the sense of urgency. So yon, you can have this last chance, 10% of all products ends tomorrow. Ay, wala na akong time, I need to buy today. Kasi, if it takes time, pwede pa kasi mag-iba yung isip ng consumer. So as a copywriter, yung iniisip na, especially if you are doing sales copy, kasi I'm focusing on sales copy. When you are doing sales copy, isipin mo talaga how your copy becomes effective, how your copy will generate sales. No, not only for your client, and it's also a satisfaction to yourself na, oh, I can effectively write this one out. But gaya na sabi ko, it doesn't, like, you cannot make it like as if you can do that, ay, carry ko na to, bukas magka-copyright na ako. Hindi. It would take time naman for you to study and learn and practice writing. But I would tell you, it's not impossible to learn. Basta you are just willing to do it. Keep on practicing. Practice makes perfect. Gaya ngayon, like before, nakikita ko yung mga copies na sinulat ko before. Sabi ko, bakit ganito? Bakit ang pangit, ang pangit? But ito yung sinulat ko. Then I will change it. So meaning, once you know that there's something wrong, it means to say that you have improved yourself already. You're on the next level na. You're not on that level anymore. Kasi you can correct your own mistakes. You can check, this has to be deleted. This statement might be better than this one. Yung mga ganon. So you can reflect on and you can change it. And yeah, these are some urgency headline ideas. You have some question headline ideas like, what are you waiting for? Okay, 20% off. for selected items. Ayun. May iba nga selected items, ang liit pa ng selected items eh. Di ba? Kasi that's still another technique in copywriting. I know there's, I don't know if it's present in Luzon, but I find it here in Mindanao. Like for example, 40 pesos. Tapos ang liit ng 1/2 kilo. 80 pesos pala siya per kilo. Pero nilalagay 40. Di ba?
Na-scam tayo, di ba?
Marami yan sa mga yung mga mahilig mag-online shopping. Diba?
Yes.
Yung price niya, iba yung nakalagay doon sa pinaka-promotion nila. Tapos pag kinlik mo na siya, ibang item pala yun.
Oh,
so,
yes,
pala
that's
yun.
True. Oo. May mga ganun kasi na ginagawa para lang to get the attention of the consumers. Mapapastop ka, ha? 40 pesos dating. Ay, hindi pala. Ang mahal pala. Okay. May iba pa nga, 52 pesos. Pero monthly pala yun. Good for 6 months. So, okay. So, it costs more. But, it got your attention.
Yes, tama.
And,
oo nga.
so, we also have what we call question headline. Yung sabi ko kanina, email list building headline. Ito, for lead generation to eh. Okay, so you do email list building. So, sign up for the newest the tips you want. Kasi nafi-filter out mo yung mga tao who is into that. And more likely, they are your prospects. They can be your clients. They can be the customer of your client. Giving value to your client para mahaba-haba yung journey nyo together. Okay. And next one are command headline ideas. Right? So wait, you want to give you a 10% discount for your first order. Wait, you forgot your free copy of ebook. Mga ganon-ganon. So these are what we call command headline ideas. Usually nakikita to siya sa mga landing pages. Right? So, yeah, direct headline ideas, get free shipping, diretso-diretso yan, new products in stock, 10% off, etc. These are samples only of direct headline ideas. So you can just get an idea from these and you can have it with your own idea. Especially sa mga nag-aaral dyan ng DICT, no? Yeah, you can actually make use of these templates for you to have these call to action and etc. No, on your social media posts. Yon, now we're down to our second half, okay, of our talk. I'm only sharing 2 basic marketing angles kasi ang daming marketing angles, to be honest. And I want to dig deeper to every angle. So for this session, I will be sharing AIDA, which is very common in advertising, and also the PAS or the PAS, or the pain agitation and solution copywriting angle. Okay, so here, yan sinabi ko, it's not just about communication, it's about impact. And so let's dig in first with AIDA. So when we say AIDA, you have attention, interest, desire, action. Pag nagsusulat ka ng copy, you also put yourself into your consumer shoes. Ano ba yung mararamdaman ng consumer mo if they're gonna read your copy? So, of course, when you say attention, you jar the reader out of their boring old lives, okay? Meaning, you catch your audience attention to create awareness. They need to be aware of this existing issue or problem. Kasi sometimes they're aware, kumbaga, subconsciously alam niya, pero hindi sila consciously, hindi nila alam, okay? So you need to let them aware. May mga ibang products nga na you thought it's useless, pero pag bigyan mo ng copyright, ay, oo nga, no? Parang importante pala to sa akin, no? Pero hindi naman di ba? Like for example, beauty products. Hindi naman siya parang need talaga in life. You can survive without beauty products. Pero dahil sa marketing, parang nagbibigay idea, ay, oo nga, no, mas maganda nga pala pag glowing yung skin. Ay, dapat pala talaga. Oo, flawless. Ganun. So, nagbibigay sila ng idea sa consumer na ito yung maganda. Okay? So, you grab the attention of your consumer. And next is the interest. So, you drive interest by connecting to your reader. So you engage their mind with unusual, counterintuitive, or fresh info. When I say counterintuitive, like naisip mo na ano yung naisip nila and you counter it with your words. Kumbaga, naisip pa lang nila, may sagot na sila because of your copywriting. And hindi lang to ginagamit ko. Dati pa talaga when I was studying, when I did some reporting, iniisip ko na talaga, ano ba yung magiging question nila pag ito yung topic ko? Tapos sasabihin ko na lang agad para wala na silang tanong. Okay? Kasi di ba, medyo kinakabahan ka if somebody will ask you question. Okay. And of course, when you say desire, you engage their heart so they want your offering. Yun. Sila nga nag-engage ng heart. So when you say desire, you generate it by explaining what they get out of it. When they will have your product, ano ba nakukuha nila? Okay, so that's desire. Action is ask them to take the next step. So meaning, you move your reader to take action after they read your copy. So this is just a quick example. Attention, drive more traffic to your site. So ito pa lang alam mo na ano ginagawa ng product na to. It's to drive more traffic sa site mo. So subscription saves you time by giving you an all-in-one set of EO research and analysis, etc., etc. You give them the interest. Like, oh, ito yung kailangan ko ah. Okay? Ito yung kailangan ko ah. And for me to have that, nilagyan na ng desire. Okay? So, most brands backed by leading data and the largest community of SEOs on the planet, ito talaga yung magbibigay ng service na kailangan ko. So, what should I do? Oh, I need to start my free 30-day trial. Yan. So, that's call to action already. So, that is an example of AIDA. So, let's dig it deeper. So, when you say AIDA, this is the model that is widely used in marketing, sales, public relations. Kasi it offers very simple lang talaga siya na copywriting formula. But it's effective. It attracts, it engages, it even converts leads. Ganyan lang siya kasimple, but it's effective. So marketing actually can scale the AIDA model to different needs like copywriting, copywriting e-newsletters, or developing sales pitches. AIDA, pwede yung AIDA gagamitin siya. So, like how to grab the attention, okay, like with any good pick-up line. Kasi nga, di ba, uso yung pick-up line dati. And automatic pa yung pag may nagpi-pick up line, yung mapapalingon ka, di ba? Or makukuha attention mo. Okay, so that is actually one way of putting hook in your writing. So it is important, for example, writing email, the subject lines itself should have this attention grabbing already. Words, powerful words already. So an article headlines where you often compete with hundreds of others, so your headline should be powerful. So to come up with an attention grabbing copy, you need to think what your audience or your customer persona cares about. Ano ba yung kailangan nila? Consider their background. Kaya nga sabi ko, do the research eh. You consider their background, yung industry, ano ba yung mga obstacles nila, ano ba yung mga motivations nila, and even seasonality to determine that why they have to be interested from in hearing from you. So, how you will do that? You need to use direct and actionable language. You invoke emotion with powerful copy. Ginagamit ko yan. Kasi yung emotion talaga, yung pinaka-powerful talaga na kukurutin mo among your consumers. Kasi doon mahuhulog yung loob nila sa copy mo. And it's not only here in Philippines, in general yan. Kasi we're all humans. You have emotions. So you attack their emotion. Kung pangit yung skin ko, ano ba yung mararamdaman ko? I have lack of confidence. I'm afraid to get out and I don't know what to do with my skin anymore because I don't have the right beauty products. Yun, di ba? So, yun yung nagiging journey niya Yun yung problema ko Yun. So, nakukuha mo na agad kasi alam mo yung problema nila. Okay? So, that's why you need to consider their background. Ask questions. Kanina, di ba? May pinakita akong questions, headlines. So, pwede nyo gamitin yun. Ask questions to encourage response. Or customize to prove relevancy. So ito lang talaga yung mga don'ts lang muna when we say grabbing attention. Do not use clickbaity words if it's not really the thing. And do not rely on the caps lock thing. Kasi di ba sabi nila pag naka-caps lock, nakaka-grab ng attention. Pero it's not only about making your letters or using uppercase letters, but it's also the content of it. Okay. And always make sure that you don't use much of the cliche kasi di ba sabi ko kanina, be unique. So yun. Don't use much of the cliche. With regards to interest naman, so let's say nakuha mo na yung attention ng audience mo. The challenging part there is how to keep the fire burning. Yun. And why should they continue reading your email? Why they should continue reading your post? So let's say for SEO purposes, it can encourage readers to stick around longer on your page and engage with your content. Kasi alam natin sa mga nagsusulat dyan ng content, no, for SEO blogs, nandun sa body nyo yung mga naka-embed na links na that they can click and they can proceed na kailangan nyo naman in your article. So personalization is a great way to connect with readers or prospects to show them that you understand them. It adds enough information to keep them engaged, but don't overwhelm them or pile irrelevant talking points. So always remember in copywriting, less is more. Yun talaga when we do copywriting, especially sales, unless you're doing long form. Pero kahit yung long form nga, it's long pero concise naman. When we say concise, it's not being short, but it's the shortest way possible to explain a certain thought completely. Ganon yung being concise. So, demonstrate a deep understanding of the audience. Doon mo nakukuha yung interest nila. Propose a solution to a certain relatable problem, and speak their language by using industry terms. If yung mga usong language nila to say, especially Philippines, for example, may mga linggo tayo na alam ng buong bansa, di ba? Because you can actually use that one kasi you can grab their attention and their interest. And yun nga, for you to build interest, do not use lengthy copy. Focus on what they can get. Focus on their benefits. Right? And when we generate desire naman, sige, nahook mo na yung audience mo. They're interested already. So you go ahead and tell them what your offer is. Kasi nandun na sila eh. Back up your pitch with concrete benefits. Diba? Ito yung mga benefits na gusto nila. Dun mo na i-inject yung product mo or ano ba yung ini-endorse mo that will turn their interest into a desire. How will this make their life easier or better? Yun naman talaga yung end goal. So to increase your credibility, showcase example work, you can showcase case studies, ito ginagamit na siya, testimonials, to help nudge them to the next level. So dito sa desire, you need to highlight your uniqueness, you present audience-focused benefits, you demonstrate your expertise or credibility with examples. When you do email marketing, nandito yan lahat yung may mga audience, mga bullets, yung mga benefits, and of course, mga testimonials. May nakikita ako kasi yung mga ginagawa ko minsan, nagsasubscribe ako dun sa mga email marketing ng mga sikat. Kasi yung model, di ba, to those people who are in the industry. At nakakakuha ka ng idea, ganito pala sinusulat nila yung copies nila. Okay, so I'm checking from time to time. Yun yung mga technique din. Paminsan-minsan. Okay. And don't bury your offer. Kumbaga, do not do hard selling. Kasi minsan, parang gigil na gigil tayo, nag-hard sell tayo. So never do that. Do not sound so salesy. Okay? When you do your copywriting. Alright? Super promotional yung dating. Wala. Kasi alam nila, nagbibenta lang to. Okay, yun yung nasa isip agad ng tao. So, an example here, for example, we also have from iMac, okay? Like, attention, retina, now in colossal ginormous, okay? Oh, Grabe The idea behind iMic has never wavered. Ito yung interest nila, ano yung magiging gusto ng tao. And of course, I want that. Like the revolutionary 27-inch 5K model, it delivers a spectacular image quality that everything else around you, etc., etc. Ito yung line talaga. A spectacular image quality that everything else around you seems to disappear. Pak, ganun. Okay? Kasi yun na lang yung nakikita. Diba?
Yes.
So, ay grabe, parang gustong-gusto ko yun. So, you are giving this desire to your consumer. Sometimes also, from AIDA, it can be turned into AIDCA and IDCA, or AIDCA and IDCA. So, a variation on AIDA can be attention, interest, desire. Nandun yung conviction. Okay? Nilalagay ng conviction and then call to action. Okay? And by the way, for call to action, tip lang is you need to round out your pitch or content with a clear and concise CTA. So you need to be direct about the next step that you want your potential lead to take. They could fill out a contract form or respond directly to your email. So do not confuse them of tons of opinions like, let me know what you think. No, you just need to tell them, hey, put your email here, right? Drop your email here. Kaya nga, na-remember ko sa training ko in DICT is, pag naglalagay ka ng CTA, isa lang. Huwag mong damihan ng CTA or it will confuse your readers. Yun yung natutunan ko. Thank you, Sir D. Shout out. Okay. And of course, as an added bonus, reduce friction in their end by providing additional assets like a link to your data results for the study. Wag na. If you want their email, go ahead. Let them drop their email. Okay. If you want them to buy, let them buy, okay, your product. Ganun. So here, yeah, so don't use vague language on what you want them to do. Crowd your call to action with different options. Okay. And for this naman, for AIDCA and IDCA, when you say conviction, kasi bakit may conviction dyan? Alam na namin yung AIDA. Ano pala yung conviction? So conviction here is intended to help skeptical audiences get over their skepticism. Hindi talaga nawawala yun, di ba? Parang, totoo ba talaga to? Parang hindi ako convinced. O, di ba? They become skeptic. So, one of the authors, Andy Maslin, he says that convince prospects that it is safe to act because what you're saying is true. Yung you don't need to be afraid. Ay baka harsh pala tong yung mga ingredients ng pampanganda na to. Ayoko nito. But you need to tell them it's safe. Like it has been proven that it is safe and gentle to your skin, mga ganon. So, a famous actress used this one, di ba? So, you use testimonial, endorsement, statistics, demos, and of course, guarantees to them. Yung IDCA naman, bakit sa IDCA nawawala si attention? Usually, ginagamit yung IDCA when, let's say, there's an email that has already been sent, galing ng email marketing. So, after the email copy, click here. Tapos, magli-lead na siya sa landing page. Doon sa landing page, you don't need to put the attention anymore. Kasi nakukuha na siya sa email pa lang. Yung attention niya, nandun na sa email. Kaya nga na-lead siya doon sa landing page kasi the person is interested to know more about what you offer. Okay? So, nawawala si A. Mga nabubudol. Okay. True. Yun. Minsan masarap din mabudol. Okay. Nakaka-satisfy. Nabubudol ako sa mga beauty products eh. Okay, yun. Anyway, so that's it for AIDA. Now we have the second one that is very common also. Ito yung shinare ko talaga agad. Kasi ginagamit talaga to. We have the PAS, or PAS. So it's problem, agitation, and solution. So, of course, when you say problem, you present the problem to your prospect fields. So you have to lay out the problem, and in order to write copy that evokes a response, it is critical that you understand problems that what your audience faces. Like, what is the heart, that it is actually the heart of what good copywriting is. Like, the more vividly you paint about the problem, the more you demonstrate the problem, the more your consumers will understand it. So as someone reads your description, they should feel like, hey, I'm here. I'm tapping a conversation with you. I know that's your problem. Yeah, I got it, right? Of course, you need to play your words with it, okay? And with that, ay, alam niyo yung problem ko. You can somehow gain their trust, okay? That's how to fast track their trust on you. Okay, on your copy, by the way. Kasi hindi naman nila nagkikita ko nagsusulat. Anyways, so when you say agitate naman, this is the part where you steer things up. Yun, steer things up ka na. Have an honest to goodness conversation with your target by acknowledging their pain points. Yes, Mr. Les, that's right. Pain points talaga. If you can get their pain points, you can grab their attention. Yun. So, of course, alam nila na you understand their problem, so you need to stir things up. You have identified the point of pain already. So what you need to do is to make it painful by making it more emotional. Yeah, yun yung problem mo. Diba? Ang hirap pagandahin ng skin natin na palagi tayo nasi-stress. Diba? So, pigain mo pa, okay, to make it more emotional. So this is where you pour the spices, okay? Or kumbaga, kung may sugat ka, lagyan mo pa ng asin, ganun, okay? Just to point out that yun talaga yung struggle mo, that you need to solve yun. Damaya ng mga nasasaktan. Oo. Isip-isip muna, add to cart. Yeah, add the salt to injure, sabi ni Miss Celeste. Okay, nagagano pa ng suka asili, yun, dun yung agitation. Kasi, ay talaga, I really need to have a solution for this kasi ang sakit na. Chares, parang hugot Okay, so, agitate it until it really hurts. Ganun yung agitation na stage. Ang dami mong nakaka-relate sa audience pagdating ng mga agitation. Okay.
Maraming gustong dumamay.
Wala po sa
9.9 dyan. Kaway-kaway.
Kaway-kaway sa mga 9.9. Ayun. Nasa agitation na Okay. And of course, after agitation, you provide solutions. So that's the end point. So this is where you get to make everything better. This is when you reveal that the solution or your solution will be the one that they are looking for. Like, the reason actually that I really love this formula because it forces me to focus on the pain points of the audience, right? You dig deeper into them and you provide solution. Kasi sakit na damang-dama na nila, and they really need a solution for it. And with that, empathy is incredibly powerful when you are using this kind of formula, the PAS.
Check out na ako, Miss Charmaine.
Check out. Ayun na, maraming sales na yung
Miss Avic, ang sobra, naki-check out agad ako.
Check out agad. Yun. And yun yung gusto natin as copywriter, especially sales copywriting. Yun yung endpoint. Generate sales. Generate leads. Okay. So, those are some tips. Grabe, no? Parang haba pala ng sinabi ko. Okay, so those are some tips that I can share to everyone. As gaya na sabi ko kanina, there are so many marketing angles in copywriting. Hindi talaga kaya yung time natin just to talk with everything. Pero kinuha ko to, I chose AIDA and PAS kasi these are the very common marketing angles that you can start with, that you can master Okay, ito muna practicein nyo ng practicein. Pag makuha nyo na to, then you can go with the other marketing angles as well. Basta have a powerful headline. Of course, you can work on your body. Dami ding mga tips with regards to writing the body of an email. Sales copy, marami kasi yan eh. Depende yan kung anong klase ng copy yung sinusulat mo. But these are like the general, okay, ones with regards to copywriting that you can make use in your own website or in your client's website. So, yeah, I guess that would be all for my talk. And thank you so much for my references. Yeah, and my references dapat. And I would like to end pala with a quote by Carlos Ghosn. We don't want to be something for everybody, but we want to be everything for some people. Yeah, and so that's how you can gauge yourself as an effective copywriter. And that's it. Thank you so much, everyone.
Natatawa ako. Parang target na target talaga. Nakasay na busay talaga, di ba, Miss Chami? Oo.
Yung 1 hour ni Miss Chami sa pag-explain, imagine nakapag-check out na ako.
Yes, di ba? Nadadala ka sa copywriting. And then ito yung mga parang 9.9 na ang scale nila. Bibigay na. Pa-shoutout ba kay Macrits? O ito, Malulet sa Rinuela. Marupok din to. Ito pang isa, si Christine Dala na sa Surigao. Si Dennis Pagyo, si Sir Des, na naghahanap buhay. Si Budol King dyan sa May Liluan, Southern Leyte. Okay, si Mark Henson. Si Yen, si Jennifer Ondo, si Devi, at saka si Soji Sahonia na nasa KSA pa, nanonood.
Wow!
Everybody, hello, shoutout dyan. At saka kay Jovelyn Lagarta, Realiz, and then kay Mayan Maniwang, Omer Petra Corta Kagaanan, and kay Ano Diaz Herrera. Ang dami mong fans!
Si Miss Donna Herrera.
Mga Christy May Huyan.
Mga weak hands ba ito? Mga ano ba ito?
Yes.
9.9 ba ito?
9.9 na dadala sa AIDA.
Patype na ng 9.9 dyan kung nadala kayo ni Miss Charmaine. Kung nakapag-check out na kayo dyan, guys, sa ating mga Facebook Live viewers. Patype naman ng 9.9 dyan. Ako naka-check out na. 9.9 na ako.
So, at saka si Miss Sydney, let's hear from Miss Sydney daw kung nadala ba siya sa kanyang karupukan. Nakapag-check out ka na ba, Miss Sydney? Oo.
Yes, dala po ako.
9.9 eh.
Ang galing naman ni Miss Charmaine.
Oo nga. Kaya nga, it's very, especially for those who are into digital marketing, yung mga SMMs dyan, na gusto ni client na may agarang conversion talaga. So, doing the copywriting really helps a lot. Diba? Kasi mostly gusto nila yung yung gagawa ka ng Facebook ads, gagawa ka ng landing page, gagawa ka ng email that converts, ika nga. So, knowing all these fundamentals really helps, especially sa mga beginners, di ba?
Yes.
Ang daling intindihin, basta lang, just bear in mind, kung ikaw yung end user ng product or services ng company, ano bang gusto mong makuha? Ano ba yung problema mo na gusto mong masolusyonan? O yung na magiging solusyon yung product or services na ino-offer mo? As simple as that, di ba, Ms. Chang?
That's exactly right. Kasi, di ba, kahit nga in general, sa life natin, if someone understands your pain, it's someone that you are willing to listen to. So, ganun din yun sa copywriting. If your copies are compelling enough to understand their needs, ay, naiintindihan ako ng product na to. So that's why they're going to buy the product in sales copy. Or let's say, for example, in social media, ay, hindi ko nga alam about, let's say, email marketing. Tapos may dito, easy steps or easy formula for an effective email marketing copy. Ay, easy. Kailangan ko to kasi project ko to or kailangan to ng client ko. Automatically, the person will read the next part of the header kasi kailangan nila yon. And that's something that they want. Yun.
Yung mga
Miss
free
Kristen
copies,
Dal.
diba? Yung mga ganun, no?
Oo. Dito sa Facebook page natin, dami nagko-comment, dami nagsasabing 9 point na sila, naka-add to cart na. Especially kay naka-check out na. Oo. Especially kay Avril Villacarillo at saka Joseph.
Ang dami nilang na-check out na tips kay Miss Chami.
Yes.
Diba?
9.9.
Miss Chami, 9.9.
Miss Sydney, ano ba yung takeaways mo based sa shinare ni Miss Chami sa ating ng gabi?
Sorry ha.
Pinigla mo naman si Miss Sydney eh.
Oo, kasi nagkameron ako ng technical problem bago mag-start yung ating show.
Di ba? May pain point siya. Nawawalan siya. Nagkakaroon siya ng technical problem. So, kayo mga digimarketers dyan, hanapan nyo ng solusyon para maka-add to cart na si Miss Sydney ngayon.
Yeah.
Anyways, may question lang po ako for Miss Chami. Ano daw po ba yung mas magandang copy or mas patok na copy sa social media? Yung po bang mahaba or yung maikli lang?
Okay. Thank you so much for the question. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, in copywriting, less is more. So meaning, hindi talaga kailangan ng super haba na copy in social media. Kasi yung tao in social media, pumupunta lang sila just to check out some photos and check their friends out. So pag mahaba kasi, kahit like for example, ako, I want to go to social media because I want to relax. Tapos may makita akong napakahabang post, hindi ko yun babasahin. So for me, the lesser it is, but of course it has to be concise. Yun yung sabi ko kanina. So as what I've said, when you say concise, it is the shortest way possible to explain things completely. So in social media posts, hindi kailangan ng mahaba. But it has to be something valuable to your target audience. Kung target mo mga freelancers, think of something na kailangan ng mga freelancers. Or if you're targeting prospect clients, ano ba kailangan ng mga clients na gusto mo? Kaya nga in the journey, isa din na natutunan ko in the ICT training is to understand your client first. And dun ka magta-target ng mga post mo kasi yun yung gusto mong makuha. Okay, in your end.
If I may add
daw on benefits, di ba?
Oo. And if I may add, yung sa sinabi ni Ms. Chami, sa social media kasi, yung mga viewers natin, yung mga readers, mga social posts, let us all remember, yung attention span ng mga viewers at saka yung mga readers natin, nasa 2 to 10 seconds lang. Average, according to statistics, average is 8 seconds lang. 8 seconds lang. So, the shorter, the better. Pero punong-puno, hitik na hitik yung laman. Diba?
Andun na siya lahat.
Andun na siya lahat. Okay. Now, Miss Chami, if may mga kababayan natin, yung mga SMEs dyan na gusto mag-avail ng services mo, how can they reach you?
Oh yeah, I'll just can I share just my screen again? Yun lang sa mga social media site for a moment. Saglit lang. Ito na talaga. Wait for a moment. Okay, so anyways, for those SMEs who would like to avail my services and you want a very compelling copy like to generate sales or have leads, you can have this one. You can just visit my Facebook page, CB Virtual Ally. So you can just drop a message there. Meron namang magre-reply sa inyo, and I can also check it out myself personally. Or you can check also my Instagram, cb.virtual.ally, or connect with me at LinkedIn with Charmaine Bidayo. Yung isa, siningit ko lang kasi this is my group, the English for Everyone community, or English for Everyone with Teacher Chami. Ito naman yung para sa mga gustong matuto ng English. And of course, writing is part of your English language. So you can also, have yourselves there as well.
So, hindi masyadong busy si Miss Chami, di ba? So, yes. And with that, ano bang meron tayo, Miss Sydney, for Miss Chami tonight?
Sige, habang ayan na. Okay.
Yan na.
Yes. This certificate of appreciation is hereby awarded to you, Ms. Charmaine Bedayo, for being our resource person on this webinar session entitled Beginner's Guide to Copywriting, initiated by Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative, particularly PAPSCO Academy, held on this day, September 13, 2022, and signed by Ms. Rochapel Rivera de Ocampo, our PAPSCO chairperson, and Sir Dennis Pagyo, our PAPSCO Academy administrator.
Thank you once again, Ms. Chami, for gracing tonight's webinar session. As always, marami talagang mga viewers natin na umaantabay sa mga webinar session ng PAPSCO Academy na ang dami nilang natutunan, kahit kami. Di ba?
Yes.
That most often kasi para sa kanila ang hirap gawin, ang hirap gumawa ng copyright. Okay? Parang ganun, parang kailangan mo talagang maging parang kaban-kaban yung English mo talaga. In which
yung creativity mo, di ba? Talaga kung paano ka mag-create.
Yes, that's one thing, pero hindi naman sinasabi na you need to be really good in first hand when we do copywriting. It's a matter of practice and dedication. Gugustuhin mo talagang matuto. It's not impossible for you to learn how to write effectively. Kahit ako, gaya na sinasabi ko sa mga students ko dati, na I was not good in English. Waterloo ko yung English. But here I am. I can write copies already because ginusto ko. And if you want to be a very good copywriter, you need to practice, check model from experts, and have your own twist and have your own flavor as a copywriter. And if you keep on practicing when it comes to writing copies, you can definitely improve and improve and improve and become the best, one of the best copywriters out there.
There you have it. So again, salamat talaga, Miss Chami. Okay? Hope we can invite you for another webinar session dito sa PAPSCO Academy in the future. Miss Ave?
Yes. Thank you so much, PAPSCO Academy. Shout out to Sir Dennis Pagyo and the SMM Liluan. Yeah, Southern Late Edge.
Yeah.
And to all my students who are watching as well, and to those of some of my friends also are watching right now, and to my classmates in SMM Butuan or Agusan del Norte. Good evening to all.
Good evening sa lahat ng mga friends ni Miss Charmaine dyan. I hope nag-enjoy kayo dito sa ating 9.9 episode. 9.9 episode ko kasi sa sobrang dami ng na-add to cart na learnings natin, di ba? Dito sa na-share ni Miss Charmaine, grabe, di ba? And of course, to all our Facebook Live viewers, I hope na nag-enjoy din kayo sa panonood sa ating episode tonight, okay? And thank you so much, guys, for watching us. And we hope to see you again next Tuesday, okay? Please don't forget to like our page, facebook.com/papsco.ph, a national-based cooperative for Filipino online professionals. You may also find us in Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. If you had some takeaways in tonight's show, please don't forget to share this episode so others can also learn like you. For PAPSCO members, lagi pong bukas ang ating co-working. Okay, every Mondays to Fridays, punta lang kayo dyan. Okay? And of course, thank you to PAPSCO Media, our partner in giving you this wonderful show. Join us again next week for another show with another special guest. Again, thank you so much, Miss Charmaine. Huwag kang magsasawa. Balik ka uli dito sa amin, ha?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, and for our Popsco family, let's keep
growing together.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. See you next week.
I hope that here we will all grow together.
We grow